Hi, welcome to our teen craft. This month we're going to be creating a string art Christmas tree that will look something like this. All of the supplies were included in your craft kit except for a pair of scissors, a hammer, and then you might want some washi tape, painter's tape, masking tape, something like that. Some tape that is sticky but yet not too sticky where it's going to leave adhesive on your project. So once you get those things and your craft kit gathered up, we can go ahead and get started. So in your kit, you have a little instruction sheet and you have a wooden pallet easel. And so this is kind of fun because your final project can either be propped up on a tabletop, or if you remove this piece of cardboard, it does have a hanger where you can hang it up on the wall. So whatever you prefer. Little template for your nails. You have a white gel pen to add some snowflakes or words to your project. You'll have a skein of variegated green embroidery floss and the yellow to make your star, and a bag of nails. So those are the things we're going to need for our project today. I'm not going to recreate this in another form. I'm going to kind of take you through step by step so you know what you're doing. Some of you have probably done string art in the past, and so you're pretty familiar with it. It's fun to do, it's kind of relaxing, and it makes a nice gift or something that you can use for yourself. So I think I forgot to tell you that you might want a towel or a blanket to use for a work surface as you're hammering and as you're doing a little bit of the nail work. You can see that this board is a little multi-level on the back, and I found when I was creating mine that if I had a towel that I could put it on, it kind of helped with the hammering so it wasn't being aggressive against the table. So I would suggest getting a towel or a blanket as well. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And so the first step that is not on your instruction sheet is to take your template of the tree with the dot. And I think it makes it a little easier if you go through with your nail and poke a hole where each of the black dots are located. It gives you a spot to line up your nail once you're on the board, and there's less paper that stays stuck between the nail and the board this way because there's already that pilot hole through. So you're going to go through and just push your nail through on the black dot to where you would like your nail to go. So that is your first step. After you get that done, we're going to be on number 1, and that's going to be centering your print template on the board. So go ahead and take that. You want to make sure that the top of your tree is at the top of your board. You don't want to get it sideways with your easel back. So just get that lined up where you want it. And it should fit pretty exact onto your actual slatted panel. The reason we did that is so you are not hitting nails into the gaps in the slats. So we'll get that lined up where you like it so it's nice and centered. And then this is where you're going to want some of that washi tape or masking tape to kind of just adhere it so your paper doesn't slide when you're hammering those nails in. So go ahead and tape your creation onto your board, and then we'll be ready for the next steps. So I'm going to grab a little bit more tape. Washi tape's so nice, it tears so easily, but sometimes it's hard to get it started. So here I have my washi tape on there, so my project is lined up and ready to go. So after you have that done, you're going to want to get that blanket or towel back again, and you're going to start installing the nails dot by dot through your project. So you will take your nail and your hammer and you'll go ahead and hammer those in. they don't have to be very far, just far enough to get sturdy. I know it's hard for you to see mine, but I do have nail pokes coming through the back. The nails, you know, don't need to go in extremely far, but far enough that they're sturdy in there. So go through, hammer in all your nails, one for each dot. I found that it was kind of easier to start and go around and then work my way down the side and then rotate and work my way back across, but you can do it however works best for you. After you get all your nails installed, then your next step will be to remove your tape from your paper, and you're going to pull that, after we get the tape off there, then you're going to pull your template out from under your nails. I think it's easiest to try to work it up a little bit. So when it's on your nails, you're going to kind of wedge things up and kind of pull it up off the board and then tear that out. And that will leave just the outline of all of your nails on your project. The next step after that is taking a tweezer. Sometimes underneath the nails, there is still a little paper residue left in there. So you can take a tweezer and kind of pick those little tiny shards of paper out from your nail, because you really don't want the white there. Or maybe you do. Maybe you want it to look like snow. So you'll be taking that off. And then the fun part begins after that. You will start placing the string onto your string art. And it really doesn't matter what approach you take. I kind of did a back and forth pattern. You can zigzag all around, whatever you think works the best. But to get that started, you know, you have your star at the top and then your tree. You are going to take your floss and you are going to tie it onto a nail. So I did 3 ties on a nail and then snipped the edge and then did my string. And then when I got to the end, I did the same thing. I kind of did 3 tight ties on there to keep it from unraveling, and then cut off just a little snip, and you can tuck the little tails of your projects underneath so you can hide them. You could also do a little daub of glue, hot glue, or any type of glue, super glue, whatever you have to kind of keep those tails from going. But I did not glue mine and it's been fine. So that's placing your string. After that, I have included a white marker into each of your kits. And so you can go through and add words if you want, Merry and Bright, Merry Christmas, Oh Christmas Tree, whatever you want. You can do little snowflakes on your board with your marker. So just, you know, whatever you think looks fun to place around on your board. So pretty easy to do. And it can add just a little pop of color on here. And it's, you know, you don't have to add that in if you don't want to, but it's just a little something extra if you wish. So you can fill those in, and then you have a nice little Christmas tree to display in your room or give as a gift to some friend or family member. They would really love it. So thanks for crafting with us today. Don't forget to stop down to the library. If you visit the teen room, we have an ornament guessing jar going on through the 15th of the month where you can win a $10 Target gift card. So you can get yourself a little treat at Target if you are one of the closest guessers. So hope you have a wonderful December, and we'll see you at the library.